General practice is demanding. I just got home. Just got home after a full day at GP. It's been pretty intense. Nothing too devastating, or no one got diagnosed with cancer or anything like that. But still, the demands on us as doctors in general practice, it's full on. The amount of information to find, the amount of uncertainty to deal with, the ability to stay focused with the patient over and over and over throughout the day. Very demanding. Now, I want to bring your attention to something that happened to me, which was I did not have time to meditate this morning. And I typically meditate in the morning. Like it's a almost, and I would say almost 100%. But I haven't done it today. And it was noticeable. Like it was like, oh. And typically, if I hadn't meditated in the morning, then I'd pick it up at lunchtime. But I got assigned a new job yesterday by my wife. My wife's like, hey, we need tiles and you need to get them. So at lunchtime, instead of meditating, having lunch, relaxing, I had to go grab some tiles. Now, about 18 months ago, we had some floods up here and one of the roads is still out. I didn't know that. And so it added like another 15 to 18 minutes around the trip. So this is my lunchtime. Don't get to meditate at lunchtime, come home. And actually, I got back to work and then had to consult again. And of course, during that time, didn't know this, but one of the patients from the morning, they needed something sorted out. Another patient randomly showed up for some vaccines and they were like, hey, can we have this and that at the same time? I'm like, I don't know. Let me go find that out. They want another letter, then to see the patients that were a little bit backlogged because I was late, which sucked. I wish I was not late, but I didn't know that the road was out. But the overall experience of today has been like one of go, 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 don't stop. A little bit of like, let me take a breath. Okay, jump back in. What are we dealing with here? And every single patient requires our focus. It requires us to be present. It's a very difficult and risky job to be absent from. Like if you're not paying attention and they say something important, if they say something that makes a difference to the differentials that you're dealing with, if you miss a key red flag, it's like, oh. And so the requirement for us to be on is significant. Now, how do I get through it? Now, usually it's meditation plus fitness. What happened this morning? Well, that's an interesting question as well. You see, we went out looking for waves. My son has been off the surfboard for like 2 weeks and it is noticeable that there's a grumpiness, there's a general frustration with life. Like, man, we got to get in the water. So we go out and of course it's completely blown out, completely useless. He's like, can we check Belongil? I'm like, dude, it's like a 15 minutes out to Byron, 15 minutes back, maybe 10 minutes. So we go do that, completely blown out, we head back home. Now, I still want to get fitness in because it's much easier to meditate at lunchtime than it is to get fitness in. So I go jump on my exercise bike, bust out 20 minutes or so of training, but by that time it's 8 o'clock and the get out of the house and get to work and get the kids sorted all becomes too dominant to get this meditation piece in. So I want to ask you, are you meditating? Do you meditate daily? And if you do not, like I have experienced today, how do you go? Because general practice is extremely demanding. It's demanding. It's risky. There's so much data. There's letters. There's incoming tasks. There's phone calls. There's decisions. And sometimes it's just overwhelming. And that's the nature of the job. Is it a great job? Yeah, it's a great job for sure. Are there problems? Oh my goodness, yes. Could we do it better? A whole lot better. But to take these challenges on, it is a big one. Where do you start? Well, I don't know if you've heard of this, but how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So each of us just to make little improvements, an idea called kaizen. Can I improve 1% today, 1% today, 1% today? By meditating, by exercising, by studying some medicine, and perhaps if you're super keen, studying some ideas around business so that we can get better in this job. I think the demands of the job are not going to get easier. We must get better. There's a very famous gentleman called Jim Rohn, and he said, wish not that life was easier. Instead, wish that you were better. All right, that's all I got for you. I'm going to go meditate. I'm drinking some water, hit some meditation, go hang out with my kids. I hope you are having a great day today, and I look forward to seeing you another episode, realizing, of course, that general practice is extremely demanding. All right, catch you next time. See you then.